reality is, the more risk you take, the luckier you get. So people need to learn to take one big risk a day. Every day take a risk and build up that risk muscle, because risk is where success comes.
Risk must be taken for the greatest. Hazard in life is to risk nothing.
Take the biggest fucking risks of your entire life right now. Remember, you have time.
I think that most people, the reason that they lack success in their life is that they lack the courage to make the decisions that need to be made to put them in the position that they want to be in.
You can get so scared, and you can be so easily lulled into the idea that good is good enough, that feeling safe and comfortable is what you should always be looking for. That way of thinking, in your 20s in particular, dead fucking wrong. I want you to start to create this mindset of taking risks and going big.
All right. Choking on a frog here. Oh my gosh. Welcome to the channel, guys. Where's my music at? Where's my background music? There we go. There it is. Ding, 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 ding. Don't forget, triple streaming over on Kick. Follow me on Kick. Links in the description of YouTube. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, follow me over there on Kick. Show some support. I think you gotta sign up and then you do a follow. They got a subscription thing in Majigger too, but I don't know much about that. If you're on YouTube, pound the like button, drop a comment. Always remember to like, subscribe. Yeah, I did say drop a comment. And if you're over on X, follow me, retweet this, get the word out there. PulseChain Remember V2 returns. The return of the Mac, bro. The return of the Mac. And don't forget, guys, for $2.99 a month. Now, that's the price of a Cambodian coffee. Coffee in the States, it'll cost you about $8. Yeah, that's maybe for a black coffee, even $3, something like that at McDonald's. But $2.99 a month, you get that extra content with me, weekly live streams, video content. We did a live stream last night, so if you missed that, check it out. Talk about the all-in position on a token. I'll keep my mouth shut. But you guys that are the members know, if you watched it last night, take a look if you missed it. That aired about late last night. Can't remember the time. But yeah, guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm for damn sure not a professional. This is cryptocurrency. You got to do your own research. Don't ever allow an influencer on any social media platform out there to influence you when it comes to cryptocurrency, because you could lose it all. All right. But we've been on target, on time with the markets, right? PulseChain was going up. I said it was going to go back down, and we were going to be where we're at today. All right. I'm all about business right now, guys. I'm throwing out speculation, guesstimations, I'm going across the board here and throwing it out publicly on camera. And you guys can go back and look at the track record. I said we'd be here. Well, everybody else said continue to buy the top when it kept on going up and the green candles buy, you regret it later. I said, no, I'm remaining bearish in this moment. I know when to become bullish. And now I'm becoming more bullish. But there seems to be an element, some things that are taking place out there across crypto where DeFi is about to take over. DeFi is about to be on and popping. Oh, snap. Let's take a look here. John Thompson. What's up, John Thompson? Looking forward to OG tokens, all-time highs. Thank you for what you do. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you very much. You already know. Hit it with the Carlton. I appreciate the $10 super chat. Shout out to you, John Thompson. Shout out to you. Thank you. Also, a members only right there. Hey, price of Cambodian coffee. Get to hear me rant and talk crypto a little bit more than we do here. Just some exclusive content. We're back, baby, about the moon. Roger in the house, Rekt crew. GMO crypto. What's up? Let's go. Just posted, and remember Trillion chat and OG chat to try and pull everyone here. Hey, man, I haven't been in the OG chat lately. Just kind of let it I'll let it cook there, and then when they put an announcement, I'll go in there, right? And I'll see what's going on when OG post or 3D Rekt, because you know how it is, man. You know how it is in crypto. Right now, I think it should be exciting. If you go in there, it should be on and popping. Why? Because Remember's back. It's back to what, though? It's back to its volume. All right? Let's take a look at what I'm talking about before we look at the ROIs. And I've been saying this for days. I've been saying this for weeks. Sentiment would change, and it would come with a big push in volume. Take a look. Remember V2. The 24-hour volume is $3.7 million. $3.7 million in 24 hours. All right, let's go click on PulseX. $981,000 in 24-hour volume. Let's take a look at PHEX. $403,000. Let's go take a look at Inc. $368,000. Not even 3 out of the top 4 out of the 4 core tokens. Hell, let's add PulseChain, 1.4 million. Not even all 4 Richard Hart core tokens are matching the 24-hour volume of Remember V2. Can you think about that? Think about that. Bro, many were left behind. All the signs are now is the time to take the risk. I'm telling you, brother. I'm telling you. When it's time to get bullish, I get bullish. You know, I kick back and relax. When people are super bullish across the board, not only in like an ecosystem or crypto in general, I'm always kind of like the bearer of bad news. Like, hey man, not yet. Just wait, right? I'm as bullish as I'll possibly ever be. Not just for PulseChain, but for DeFi, which leads us to the OG Web Chef community vault. Okay, but things are cooking right now. Remember having this kind of volume, and this is nothing, guys. We've seen it had $52 million in volume in a 24-hour. Probably broke the record for the most volume on PulseChain ever for a single asset, and it may hold that record for the lifetime of the chain. I'm being serious, man. I'm being serious. Look at it in a 5-minute time frame, $11,000 in volume. 1 hour, $164,000. The 6 hour, $950,000. 24-hour period, 3.7 mil. Why is that important to us? Well, not only is it important to us because the volume gets the attentions of users, but we're in addition to that, let me fix it here. We've had some price appreciation in the past few days, but that's a contributor. That volume, when the bots kick in, when things start to cook, it contributes to the overall factor of the what? The daily ROI. The daily ROI, which really just leaves people in like that feeling of like, I was just saying how like, oh my God, why is it going up? And they rotate out of their other printers, they rotate out of any other core tokens, sell what they got, and they go back in, and now they're positive sentiment, right? But the only thing you're going to be sitting back wishing is that you bought more. Remember Wolf of Wall Street?
The only problem you're going to have is that you didn't buy more. Sound fair enough?
One of my favorite movies. But the fact of the matter is people will be left behind. It's because of the negative sentiment of the overall chain, all right? PulseChain has been suffering. PulseChain has not been able to catch a leg up, right? And that's because if you go take a look at the overall market, Bitcoin's the only thing that like big money has interest in, so it's been doing well. No one's buying Ethereum to the point where it's skyrocketing ETH, right? You hear those stories all the time. Oh, Trump and World Liberty's buying it. Michael Saylor is buying Bitcoin. This person's buying ETH, and now they're buying ETH. And this big institution's buying ETH. Well, they ain't pumping the bags. Believe it or not, they're buying ETH. They got interested in Ethereum. Now, what about when people like me were buying it with $7? Even hell, $200, $1,000, $1,500. They're a little late. So they're gonna run into a lot of sell pressure of early investors. And at this point, sentiment across the board in Ethereum performing is kind of iffy at best. But with PulseChain, it's always an indication of it's a leverage play on Ethereum, because of the simple fact that the sacrifice money is all up in that at $3,700, right? So it's not that the ecosystem was just having poor sentiment because, ROI goes down the price. Everything in the ecosystem has been suffering. However, we talked about this yesterday. Even when the cores are down, we had PDI going up. The past 2 years, while the SEC announced back in, 2 years ago, July 2023, that they were going to go after Richard Hart, and the price of Pulse and all the core tokens tanked. PDI goes on a parabolic move in that 2-year time frame. 10,000x, the Atropa ecosystem goes parabolic, Teddy Bear, Atropa, you name it, right? A lot of things had success outside of the core token. So there's those possibilities and those realities are actual events that took place. And money went back to PDI even after Richard Hart fucked the hell out of it, the actual founder of the chain. Now, there was a lot of believers in this ecosystem too. And all it takes is just a little bit of ROI to kick in, a little bit of price action, and all the money starts flowing into the system again. People rotate, people leave, they come back, sell for loss. It is interesting to watch human behavior. But the exciting part about this, let's go to JMO, not financial advice, but great time to bring in some fresh back into the eco. Now is the time to go hard. Hey, you said it, brother, but I couldn't stress it enough, right? Like I did in my members video last night, kind of went hard into the token we were talking about that's actually a part of this ecosystem that I'm focusing on. And watch that video if you didn't watch it last night. It's a live stream, all right? But right now I'm focusing on Remember, because the ROI now, like I've been saying on these live streams, people are going to wake up when it gets to one. We were talking about this at 0.5%, 0.2%, even when it was 0.7%. Roll the clips, go back. All right. We're at 1.58% right now on Remember token. Dare we get to 2%? All right. And by the way, guys, don't forget, before we go on, I always got to shout out the sponsor, the official sponsor of the R2R live streams is DexFi. Visit DexFi.com/bonds. Already paid $52,617 over on Base Chain in the form of USDC by coming here on Base, printing your treasury bond positions in the form of an NFT bond, earning USDC passive income. APR is 94.16%. Founders out there that want to create real yield for their users, and whether it comes to yield that you're going to be generating for the users and your holders, or burning tokens, there's a place for you in this ecosystem. Contact AJ, contact me. I can get you in touch. DexFi.com/bonds, the official sponsor of the R2R lives. So let's go back to taking a look at the ROI here and why it's important for the overall ecosystem. Okay, so now we have ROI climbing. I'm anticipating that people are going to start taking notice. They're going to see 3.8 million in volume. Okay, something's happening. You know what's going, right? You know what's going on. You've seen this before. I don't got to say it, but I'm saying it. This is the beginning of whether we're in official, like a test mode, or we're going to the point of when things are going to start to generate that loop. And what's the most important thing that I've been saying and talking about every day? Well, no one's been excited about it. No one's making videos on this, right? Nobody. Where are you at? Who's making videos about the OG Web Chef Community Vault every freaking day? I'll wait. Who? I don't know. Maybe there is. Maybe there isn't. But I'm doing it. I've had the confidence to go on camera, to do this live, to make video content. And I think a lot of people are taking me serious, because the same people who took me serious when Pulse was going up, 4 zeros and a 4, and I said, this bad boy's coming down, tuned in, listened, and said, hey, Thomas's price targets he said are going to happen at the end of June, heading into July. Well, what do you know? What do you know? Yeah. And I think things are going to turn out for the better, later in the later half of the year. Things will gradually start to pick up, but now's the time to strike. And when it comes to DeFi, like I mentioned earlier, you're going to see stuff pop up on different chains. There's going to be massive DeFi dApps that people are going to be shilling out there talking about. And PulseChain has the opportunity right here with this ecosystem to do something, right? Now you got the Remember vault size at 883.9 trillion, earning 1.5%. 1.5%. 1.5% right now. You want to plug in the numbers? Let's go and see what that yields in right now. I think you can go look at it. Let me go to Remember. And remember that pulse that it generates gets looped into the system in the 5 strategies that we talked about. But let's go take a look. I'm curious now. We're going to go take a look at the smart contract that holds that amount. Or is it at? Ends in 899, I believe. Or 89. Or, yeah, B99. Right here. So let's go plug it in to the token yield site here. Plug in that address. And see. Look at that. Look at that. Look what it's making in the past 24 hours. $6,494. All right. Right now, the 24-hour mark. So you're going to see it earns in wrapped pulse $6,479 per day at 1.5%. Guys, that's at just 1.5%. And in addition to that, we've seen that these ROIs can go crazy. So if it goes to 3%, that's 12,000 plus, right? Which is going to go into these different strategies. The link's in the description. I've got tutorial videos though, right? Focus here, people. Damn it, it's time is here. Okay, stop messing around. Stop messing around. Take the vault serious. Take the Remember volume serious. All right, you don't see any volume like that in all of PulseChain. Just here in this ecosystem. Only here. You do not see this kind of volume. These developers, these builders, 3D Rekt, OG Webcheck, give them some damn credit, right? And if you were in this before and you lost a little faith, you know what? Dust the dirt off your shoulder, right? Get up. If you fell off the horse, fell off the wagon, whatever it may be, get it together, man. Because the ecosystem as a whole has gone down when I told you it was going to go down. So what did you think was going to happen to all the tokens across the board? They were going to go down. But when they reached the bottom and Hart's Law with Pulse and everything starts to go up together, in addition to that, things that have been cooking are coming to fruition within this ecosystem. You got these 5 slot strategies that's never been done in DeFi. I've been doing DeFi dApps for years. All right. I'm talking 2016, 2017. Hardcore. And a lot of you know me from past channels, and I had big YouTube channels doing DeFi dApps and Tron, Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum. We've done them everywhere. And every blockchain that had a big crowd of new users bringing adoption to their actual chains was coming through big DeFi dApps. Where there's always home base like PancakeSwap where you could farm, PulseX, Uniswap, or wherever you're at, right? On the Tron network, you got Justin Sun's exchange, I forget the name of it. But then you had these dApps that was bringing users excitement. I've never seen no loop like this before, okay? Remember token with that bag size that this vault holds, plus gas money, you're sleeping on that. All right. Let's stick to Remember. I'll keep my mouth shut on that. But you got another token that it's loading up on that's going to generate yield. Understand the slot. Slot 1. Strategy, guys. runs real-time arbitrage and market-making tactics, then cycles the gains back to the vault. Bada bing, bada boom, back to the vault. And the vault, right, when you get in, link is in the description. If you want to support the channel, by gosh, use the mother effing link in the description of the video. I got tutorials. If you got Brave Browser, you click the link, you go in, and it's no more than 2 million at a time, no less. 2 million Pulse prints 2.6 million unleashed. I'm already almost at 32 million. The goal is 100 million. But to get that amount, it's increments of 2 million. So if you want to go big or go home because you're feeling bullish too, and you got 100 million Pulse, brace yourself. 2 million at a time. That would take you 50 entries at 2 million a pop to spend your 100 mil and get your position. Every 2 mil gets you 2.6 million unleashed tokens, right? Which has no chart, has no price, none of that. It's simply going to earn you passive income in the 4 tokens, which happens to be Ethereum, Bitcoin, Pulse Pup, Hopium, and BFF. All right. So Unleashed ROI streams a dedicated share of profits directly to Unleashed holders. So Unleashed holders right now that have been going in before people got excited, before the 1.5% increase on Remember token, before the volume kicked up to 3.7 million after being flatlined, they're at an advantage for making the moves while everybody else was scared. And honestly, I mean, I don't blame you, but at some point in life, man, it doesn't matter if it's DeFi or life in general, when life kicks you and then you know what, or hits you in the face and knocks you down, you get up and you move forward, all right? You got to always keep bobbing and weaving. And in this case, right, moving forward and sticking to the plan. Doing what others are most fearful to do is what makes you the most money in cryptocurrency. And I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional, but by gosh, I made so much money in cryptocurrency. I've lost so much. And none of that opportunity to even lose money would have ever happened if I took no risk and didn't do what other people wanted to do. When I first bought Bitcoin, I used to have arguments at my job. I was trying to get people to buy it at $250. I was spending my entire paycheck every Friday, stop smoking, stop drinking, all my paycheck went to Bitcoin. And I'm on a sales floor with all other reps, and they used to call me the Bitcoin guy and laugh at me. But guess what? Time flew by, and they're like, dude, we're going to buy Bitcoin. And I'm like, bro, I begged you guys for months at $250, and now you're interested and it's $15,000. They asked me at the top. They were fearful because it was $250. They're like, man, you know, whatever, internet money. But when it was $15,000, everyone wanted in. And when you miss out on opportunities like this, right, don't cry later when it takes off behind you and you didn't realize that the 883.9 trillion Remember token that could print a ridiculous amount of Pulse every day and loop it into the system was going to work for you getting in, and you just had some delayed gratification. That's what the entire chain and most of cryptocurrency, if you bought Bitcoin, delayed gratification is what pays the bills around here, right? Unless you're like a crazy trader on the daily, delayed gratification, okay? But you know, you have to have faith. Not trying to FUD, but killing a zero doesn't even get back to where it started in May. Where it started in May, we got into Remember token in February. Oh, you're talking about V2. There's no V2 without V1, and we printed hard. Printed hard. Enough to go. At some point, you cleared profits or you didn't. I always told my people, pay yourself every day. Every day. Ask JMO, slam the like buttons. We had a 12-12 strategy. We said, listen, we're compounding 12 hours out of the day, and the other 12 is going to the bank. So we can enjoy our lives, right? And have less stress. And then if you have less stress and you have taken profits, you're more likely to hold for a longer period of time and go through those downtrends and either hold or dollar cost average. Everyone's got their own strategy, right? But that's for Unleashed holders. Bringer yield loops, though, deploys capital into an automated yield strategy that specifically benefits OG website printer tokens. So we're talking about all these tokens here, man, that we've seen print, right? We'll go back, that we've seen print, that have been at the top of the food chain, gone up and down, getting some attention, they're part of the loop, right? Part of this is going to support those printers. And then 4, what's most important? Buy pressure amplifier. I think it's important. Buys printer adjacent tokens and injects constant demand, lifting floor prices across the ecosystem. So lifting a floor price, right? You want some appreciation. You're probably not going to get a crazy high appreciation and 2-3x right away. You can get a gradual floor build, but print during that time and stack the bag and pay yourself when you need to get paid, man. If you didn't make any money in crypto, a lot of the times because you didn't pull profits when you should have, all right? I've done it, could have, would have, should have, but I didn't, right? But then I was able to go back and go, I pulled out a lot, not everything that I should have. And, I'm happy with that decision. So congratulations to people who have that willpower, the cojones to, participate when others aren't. Now everyone's going to be scrambling. So what does that leave? Opportunity on the board. And the opportunity on the board right now, and I talked about it in the members only live stream last night. Go watch that. Remember, guys, links in the description to join the members only. It's $2.99 a month, gets you that extra content. Or you go to my front page of my YouTube, you'll see there you can join. Price of a Cambodian coffee. I mean, if you can't afford that, then you're probably not watching this and can't even do crypto. I'm being honest. Let's take a look at the comments. Our DCA down via compounding, so bearable unrealized loss never sold. Delayed gratification, my friend, and now it's printing more compounding. Boom. You need to have a strategy that works for you. If not, you're not going to make it. Specifically making comments like that is nothing for your bags. Yeah, I mean, everyone's got an opinion. It's okay. It's to me, it's like, okay, you can feel however way you want, but I know what you will feel. You will feel the energy. You will feel the wrath, and you will get to sit front seat and see me here on a daily basis talk about this as we watch these printers come back to life. 1.6%. We're now in the 1.6%. World's greatest PDI printer, 1.92%. Flex is 1.41%. Look at dominance, even 0.5%. We're seeing opportunity all here. Come look at these, are all here. Because once this gets the jump start, once all cylinders are firing, once things are in motion, refresh you here, everything is going to loop and then help each other in a looped, self-sustaining aspect. All we need, right, is to see the classic signs of things starting to come together. And today, this is a big indication, right, that something is cooking. Something's going on. We got 3.8 million 24-hour volume. We got ROI going, right? Or do you smell the food? It's cooking. Do you smell right? The chefs are cooking up something right now. You can smell it. People are going to come to the table. People want to sit at the table now. I think that's the story of everyone's life. A lot of people are going to live that in the crypto space. And there's no way of going about it, man. I mean, hey, it's the nature of the beast. So for me, not being a financial advisor, but I'm saying, watch my tutorial. If you don't have a Brave browser, you're going to want to go to the link in the description that goes to smartway.xyz. It's in the description. Use my address to support the channel. I get 5% back in Pulse. I may be the only influencer right now talking about this. Okay. Obviously, people don't want to touch it. People don't want it to be part of their platform, tweets and all that. You will see that change when things start to kickstart, right? Remember that. But the marketing, it's not like they need marketing dollars. People are going to get up off their butt and make content for this because dApps bring influencers to the table. I saw the potential early on because this is right up my alley, right? I have gone on some platforms and I've lasted a long time that didn't have anywhere near these tokenomics or the moral compass of these developers. Like, I'm not just investing in these tokenomics in this ecosystem. I've had conversations with 3D Rekt, and I hear a lot of mixed, feedback about comments he says and this and that. I don't go in there and get the scoop on the inside of what's happening, right? Like, he'll tell me, like, boom, boom, this and that, this you need to buy. Here's none of that. You know, I know he gives me his vision, and he has exposed himself to me as far as a developer that has a moral compass. All right. What I mean by that is he shares the same passion as OG Web Chef and has to endure the same amount of FUD and hate and rocks that get thrown at him. But as they let their emotions, bypass all that and really weed through it and keep on trucking, the end goal is to help deliver something in the form of passive income that's innovative, that is true passive income and true yield and innovation to people because they care. And they're tired of all the nonsense that's been out there. They're tired of the shadiness of developers. They're tired of, people losing, and they want to give opportunity. Okay. And I've learned that about 3D Rekt and his moral compass. I'm sold. I've already been sold on good old Jesus Escobar over there, OG Web Chef. I had an opportunity to talk to 3D, like on a level of human beings. Like, I don't go and try and like get stuff out of the guy or try to hustle him. We talk about just those things that I would want to hear from a developer to show me like he cares. And that's the kind of conversations I've had that makes me bullish. Not so much the secret sauce or the tech behind it, because I don't even know exactly how the mechanics in the background operate. I'm not a developer. I don't know, bro. I can tell you, under the hood. But I'll tell you the finished product and the tokenomics and understanding that part is what I do understand. All right. And I can't wait to see that in full effect. And we're starting to see a pieces of the puzzle come together. And it's exciting, man. Right? Like, when tonight comes, I'm going to start hearing fireworks, right? Because it's a few days before 4th of July. So you start hearing little fireworks, little buzzes in the air. And then you kind of get that feeling of like, man, like I can smell the barbecue now. And we're going to, think the party's getting started. Fireworks are starting to shoot off. 4th of July is coming. The fireworks show is going to go on. It's going to be a big fireworks show for you guys. So I'm excited. Links in the description, guys. I got tutorials. Remember, no less or no more than 2 million at a time. Let's refresh here and see if any of these balances change. No, not yet. But yeah, support your boy, man. You guys are believers in this ecosystem. By all means, use the link in the description. Show some support. I'm going to keep working for the community, working for your bags, working for my bags, educating people. And the end result is once this is going, fired up and the fireworks start going, we'll see other influencers. I won't be alone. I won't. And if I gotta be, because sometimes you just gotta soak up all that money, and people will come. If you can't beat them, join them. They're like, well, I don't know, referrals and all this, and you're earning money, and that's why it was made that way. That's the biggest onboarding tool that was taken out of Richard Hart's page when Hex first came out, December 2019. It had a referral system and an airdrop to Bitcoin holders. That was an onboarding tool. All right. So all the links and bells and whistles to the backup site. If you're not using Brave browser, you're using Chrome, you're gonna have to use the backup site to enter. And or if you do have a Brave browser, just click the link in the description and go straight to it. But now is the time to attack. Now is the time to start getting a little bit like, all right, man, like I hear you, Thomas. I don't want to miss the train because before you know it, right? Come here. Before you know it, you're doing your research and you're looking around. You're gonna be don't be that guy. Don't be that guy that decides to get involved when APRs are 3, 4, 5%. You know, then they drop back down. You're like, oh, I got it. And now the price. You know, scoop up stuff early, right? In the vaults too, man. Your opportunity. This can be an opportunity of a lifetime. I'm gonna say this right now. With the innovation, with the things that are happening, with the contract balances of both Remember and Gas Token, this could be the opportunity of a lifetime while Pulse is cheap to mint your Unleashed tokens and to help the ecosystem circulate and loop. All right. So do your part, guys. Do your research. Don't forget DexFi.com/bonds. Already $52,617 of passive income paid in USDC. That's 6,238 bonds minted. You use Ethereum over on Base. Already $1.2 million of Ethereum has been used to mint, earn that passive income. And even those that are founders out there, reach out to the team, man. You want to provide real yield to your users, burn tokens, bullish sentiment, bullish things happening, reach out to them. And I'm real excited. And you guys don't catch me excited ever. I'm never like, dude, like you got to buy right now. Blah. No, I'm like, hey, things are going down, man. Like, you know, and then people throw rocks and then I'm right. But I'm excited right now. I'm excited for you, those people, you, whoever you are, that are making that move. I'm so excited for those people that need a big opportunity in cryptocurrency because DeFi, dApps, with these type of tokenomics, with these kind of developers, with the moral compass, with the tokenomics, with the tech, with everything above that you could possibly ask for, delivering something like this, $52 million in volume on Remember V2 at the highest we've seen it, 3.8 million right now in 24 hours on PulseChain. I'm excited for you that you have the cojones to take the opportunity. And I'm excited for myself, but that's why I'm making these videos to show you guys, like, hey, I've been putting my money where my mouth is. You can catch my videos, catch my tutorial videos. Pound the like button, guys. Drop a comment. Show some love. Until next time. Yeah.
I wake up in the morning, telegram in hand, heart to our community, the coolest in the land. Cheese cream drops a joke, got me laughing loud. Then I start to scroll down through the daily crowd. Who's the OG prince, lighting up the zone? Is it Dama Beast or Sav on the throne? Or maybe it's Friday, Flexmas is here. Time to throw some gains and flex without fear. I toss out some questions, looking for the signs. Inside fix is ready, dropping out for lines. I keep on reading, can't look away. Those spicy emojis make my whole day. Then someone yells exit, get off PulseChain. But I ride the waves through pleasure and pain. I live in a limbo of hope and despair, but we're all in this boat and I'm proud to be there. Yeah, I might end up wrecked, burned by the flame, but I'm with the best crew in this wild DeFi game. I might end up wrecked, burned by the flame, but I'm with the best crew in this wild DeFi